Hello, so I wanted to do a reading on the fake cop who works for God gets arrested anyways. I'll link the video below. When I watched the video, I actually had to go light some frankincense just now to do this reading, but when I watched the video, I got a very sick feeling. So in the first 8 minutes of the video, he's dealing with a young man, and to me, it's a perfect scenario of fate, destiny, and free will playing out within the minutes, the 7 to 8 minutes in. From 7 minutes to 8 minutes. That's a perfect view of fate, destiny, and free will. So, having said that, I had to pull some cards. He got the Emperor. So this Emperor, I meant to look that up. The Kabbalah tree. So something to do with magic this guy's into, but the other thing, allegedly, all speculation, I'm thinking they might want to look in his basement. I still couldn't figure out what this was. In his basement or in whatever fields he likes to visit. So in this deck, rigorness, stability, willpower, victory, psychic control, protection, fatherhood, and wisdom. So a man in his domain that is the ruler. Okay, I'm going to just go through the cards first. Then he got the Five of Pentacles. Five of Cups. The Druid. So I want to point out the trees. The ambivalence and cruelty of nature and those who feel drawn to it. It can represent inner turmoil. Then he got the Seven of Pentacles. Again, the trees. So I don't know. And then his hand on his head like that is the inner turmoil. I think he struggles with stuff going on inside of him. Maybe he struggles with not acting. Maybe he struggles with stuff already did. Allegedly, speculation. Maybe he is stuck. And without admitting what's wrong with him, he can't get help for what's wrong with him, is what I'm getting. So then I got the truth. The last time I got this card was the Jason Cotter, Shirley Cotter case, and that guy lied so much and so well that I actually I wasn't even going to pull cards, but I had to because I couldn't figure out his deal. So cover up, fact, oath of office, lie detector, pathological liar, cross-examine, perjury, oracle, witness, expose, verify, proof, in denial, corruption, torture, white lie, con man, scientific. And then I got artist. So what I was getting was a Jeffrey Dahmer kind of vibe. When you watch the video, I'm not going to go over the video. You can see for yourself. I just know it didn't sit well with me. It looked like he was being inappropriate with that young man, but in a manipulative way that you couldn't tell he was being inappropriate. So, artist, designer, Picasso, performer, oil painting, gallery, opening, art collection, artistic vision, musician, poverty, brushes, composer, poet, nude model, Rembrandt, museum, and easel. So again, these two trees, I don't know if there's somewhere he goes into the woods and what he does there. Something about his basement of his house. I just want to skim through this one because it usually gives deeper info. So, a man with a staff, a pilgrim, stands in a forest of strange trees that grow pentacle-decorated coins as fruit. Surrounding him are animals, both wild and domestic. His face reveals a state of wonder. He seems alarmed or in a moment of amazement. Behind the man is a barren tree with alchemical symbols at the top of each branch. So I've got this with some alchemy, and then trees. In the seven of coins, the power of the pentacle comes from nature itself. The six on the trees behind the man are all pointing toward him as if they were spotlights. So maybe there might be 6 different things in whatever woods this guy visits. Together, they are beaming their power directly to him. Each coin is surrounded by 2 rings of bright glowing white light, emphasizing their radiant power. Abuse of power is what I'm saying. So he's playing a fake cop because he's riding around with like a cop car, and he's under the presumption that he is working for the church to help homeless or to help the disenfranchised is his scheme. This threefold connection between the man, the pentacles, and nature is demonstrated further in that the man is actually standing on the largest pentacle, which rises from the ground, lifting him into the air. The largest pentacle, the progenitor, is the most powerful, rising from the depths of the unconscious to support the pilgrim. Support is the role of unconscious elements after they have been integrated into the personality. Behind the pilgrim is an alchemical tree, unlike the other trees around him. While the surrounding forest is ancient, this tree is even older. So maybe somewhere near his childhood home. I think they're going to find evidence of misdeeds. Allegedly, all speculation. The trees of the forest are well rooted into the ground. The alchemical tree's roots are exposed. It seems that it is lifting. I don't know if you can see it. It seems that it is lifting itself out of the ground and is almost floating. This is parallel to the large pentacle on which the man stands. That too is floating. Their power comes from the same source, the earth below them, the unconscious. As it thrusts upward, the alchemical tree divides into 4 branches representing the 4 alchemical elements: earth, air, water, fire. At the end of each branch is a tondo, whose contents must be read hebrically from right to left. The contents of these 4 tondos are for the pilgrim, beginning on the right with the image of a crowned king. the crown signifying the work he has already accomplished. Above the king are 2 suns, indicating that more work must be done before unification takes place. In the next tondo are 2 birds on a blue background. One sits at the bottom, a bird either of the sea or the earth. Above is a bird of the air. The great work of alchemy is to join opposites, in this case the 2 birds representing above and below. This idea is expanded by the 2 suns above the birds. One bright and one dark, again opposites are about to combine. The 2 birds are combined into one great eagle in the third tondo. While surrounded by stars, this eagle is on a dark background indicating more work is yet to be done. In the fourth and final tondo, the goal has been achieved, a golden eagle on a golden background surrounded by stars. And above, why isn't this focusing? And above floats a single gold sun. This unity is the promise of the great journey, and it is towards this that the pilgrim below strides. Topping the alchemical tree is a pair of golden keys, golden crossed keys. Next to the dark and light sun pair are the keys used to unlock the mysteries of how the Connunciatio is to be accomplished. There are 2 keys, one for the secrets above, one for the secrets below, one for the conscious, one for the unconscious, and so on, with other mysteries aligned in pairs. Further promise of psychic wholeness is held out for the traveler in the form of the pilgrim. He strides toward 3 animals, all peacefully resting, perhaps awaiting his arrival. Where was I? Okay. Further promise of psychic wholeness is held out for the traveler in the form of the pilgrim. He strides towards 3 animals, all peacefully resting, perhaps awaiting his arrival. The lion is a symbol of the power of the traveler, while the lion is a symbol of the power the traveler will acquire in the course of his journey. The 2 dogs, another pair, are not only symbols of friendship with the unconscious, instinctual world, but they are bloodhounds that will help the traveler follow the correct path of psychic wholeness. In alchemy, the number 7 refers to the stairway of the planets. For the perfections of the philosopher's stone, rotations, i.e. cycles, are required, in which the materia, and so the soul, passes through the spheres of all the planets. They leave to be subjected successively to the domination, the regimen of all 7 planets. I don't know why I'm reading all this. It must pass through all planetary spheres and through the animal cycle, also in the life of the world. If it is completely lived, man passes through, according to the ideas of the old mystery teaching, the domination of the 7 planets. The 7 of coins demonstrates progress on the path of the great work, the magnum opus. If the traveler maintains balance, psychic balance, on the giant pentacle containing emanations from the unconscious, then the animals, symbolizing raw animal instincts within the unconscious that would tear each other apart in the mundane world, can be calm friends in the psychic world, will tranquilly await the traveler's arrival. So I think there is an internal battle in this man. Hopefully I'm 100% wrong, but I just want to say thank God for cops and angels that pulled up on this situation so it did not go a different way. All right, thank you.